Alright, phone, what do you want? Yes, turns out I'm streaming. Act surprised. Yes, hello. I'm starting to think this is not such a good idea. Because clearly OBS has problems with this. And Resident Evil 2, now that I think about it. Exact same thing happened there. But I'm going to try starting the game and then seeing what happens. And some fingers may be crossed in this process. Do not enable HDR, just in case that's the cause. And then if we switch over to the game, should be seeing game footage right now. You're absolutely correct. Now, of course, the camera's in the wrong place. Why would it not be anywhere else? Alright, so you see a name. Yes. Wow, I really do not want to play on hardcore. Okay. Standard. Just let some more people trickle in. The screen was intentionally left blank. Now someone's taken that joke. Also, hi Italia, welcome in. Are you taking a break from your music making?
John, don't die.
Sage advice indeed. Thank you, Scott. Okay, I very tentatively want to say that this is behaving itself. You finished the music. Yes, I see. I saw it go up in the various discards whilst I was setting up for this, so I didn't know if it was a draft or whatnot. Alright, we've got people in, we've got folk watching. It might be time to start a video game. I really hope the subtitles are on because I forgot to check that.
This pandemic has spread
It is,
faster
yes.
than any disease in modern history.
How did all those buildings go on fire from zombies? Now to run from tentacles. And zombies. Indeed, DD. And rocket launchers. See, what makes me do a ponder is why they chose to go back to live action video for this. That's something they haven't done since the very first of Resident Evils. People who see End of the World and decide, time to loot and set things on fire. That would be where the fire comes from. Yeah, makes sense, Dee. And to think he only came in for a filling. And it's always fun to see just how out of date that title actually gets. We have not been in a residence for a while. So is this a different city that our boy's been transported from, or? I love the whole press release / attempt to make Umbrella look legit thing. Now, you didn't see it, but I had a wee pop-up come up that indicated that last time I booted this game up, I was trying out a first-person mod for this game. I'm not going to use it here because that seemed to have disappeared when it was last reinstalled. The game, I mean. But it was interesting. It fucking windy. Close the windy. And yes, since this is 1998, analog television, ergo strange signals like that. Almost hypnotic in a way. The same city you believe, if you recall from Wiki Diving 2 and 3, take place roughly at the same time. Yeah, that's where Nemesis ends up, but it was
It's
Can-
a table.
Thank you, Nick. Welcome in. That was Nemesis being put together in Raccoon City. And if so, do they really need a helicopter to transport him? It's me. Jill. Can I get the gun first? I'd like the gun first. As you recall, no. Created in another division. That would make sense. Yeah, I would get that scene to Jill. It's a badness. Created another division and transported in for testing. You have stereo in, but you can't find a second-hand stereo with a tape deck anywhere for love nor money. That's interesting. My old boss used to collect those. And that's the game over. Thanks for coming, everyone. It's a bit short, but... Oh, no, hold on.
Gets worse every night.
There's a lot of detail in the sweat on her arms there.
2 more days, then I can kiss this town goodbye. What's going on out there?
Police sirens by the sound of it. Now, that's not an analog TV thing, the whole one image stays on for protracted periods of time. That is a problem at the station end.
Too many pills.
Well, you did get bitten multiple times when I got you through that mansion that one time, so probably best you're on medication, frankly. Love that opening sequence, disturbing and cool. Clearly a zombie got on top of the antenna. Oh, yes, of course. They are attracted to big dots of metal. September 26th, 1998. It's already been 2 months since that mess with Umbrella. Thanks to the suspension, investigations haven't exactly progressed as I'd hoped. Perhaps this written record of what I found will prove to be my final duty as a STARS officer. I can only hope that it helps lead to the truth. T-virus. Those infected by this virus seem to become literal zombies. It appears to be communicable via several different avenues outlined below. Bite from an infected individual, allowing the mixing of bodily fluids. Contact with crows that have eaten infected carrion. Due to the strength of the virus, airborne infection cannot be discounted. Jill's report. Fucking zombies! Well, it is one of the rare forms of zombie media that actually uses the Z word. As far as I recall. Should be noted that those who survived the incident have not yet developed symptoms. It's unclear whether this is because the virus has a long incubation period, or because we just happen to be resistant to the infection. We ought to remain vigilant even after this investigation period ends. As for me, aside from my minor difficulty sleeping, I seem to be in fine shape. Still, I shouldn't get too hopeful. After all, this could just be an extended incubation. There is kind of a hand-waved thing of you take multiple bites over the course of a Resident Evil game, and yet just happen to have good genes to fight off the virus. You know, proper nutrition. Umbrella, pharmaceuticals company, industry leader in market share, focuses on military weapons development while maintaining cover as a pharmaceutical company, also secretly developing bioweapons. Just, you know, a little cherry on top of that bastard cake. T-virus outbreak at Arklay Mountains research facility. Predicated the mansion incident. Conspiring with Raccoon City leadership. Large donations to Mayor Warren's office effectively controls the city. And don't forget, collaborating with that psychopath of a mayor. Didn't see much of it in my Resi 2 playthrough because that's all in the Claire playthrough and I didn't want to play as Sherry. I mean, genetic variance, entire biological purpose is random chance. Some people will be able to just tank random illness that wipes out everyone else of a species. Yeah, these days it seems like the diseases are getting a lot better at it. They've got me pinned down at home. Guys are across the street are watching me from their window 24/7. Are the Irons' men? Umbrellas? I don't know, and there's no real difference anyway. I know what they're trying to do. They want me to wear me down, torment me into compliance, and it's working. I'm barely eating, barely sleeping. I'm going crazy. I feel like the living dead. But I won't let them win. I have to get out of the city and find a way to make them accountable. They'll send someone to silence me, of course. If you hear that I've been killed, or whatever it is they do to people like me, you must pick up the investigation where I left off. I've enclosed my files. They'll tell you everything you need to know so long as this package isn't intercepted. I'll be moving out at night. 5 days. Wish me luck. Minor spoiler. That's never going to get sent. Come on, there we go. Message from a colleague. Ah, they're describing employment. Yeah, the bastards. Chris already ditched the city, left me behind. Jerkface. To Jill Valentine. Hey, hotshot, how you holding up? Still can't believe Irons suspended you. It's such bullshit. You ought to put a medal on you for making it out of that hellhole back in July. Of course, you're going to poke around and ask questions about it. I hope you're not mad at me for keeping my head down. Everything's been happening so fast. Stars was the pride of the force. When the chief disbanded us out of nowhere, I thought for sure I was going to lose my job. Word has it you're planning to leave Raccoon City. I figured you wouldn't take the suspension lying down. Just promise to watch your back. Umbrella won't sit by while you try and dismantle their business. Take care, Jill. Stars Alpha Team, now and forever. P.S. I had to slip this message to the pizza guy to avoid detection. Enjoy the extra large Mega Meat Supreme. It's on me and the guys. Oh, solidarity. Yeah, anyone else do that? Just, you know, stick a random pizza place poster up in your apartment. I don't think I've actually looked in this fridge. Raccoon milk. Ooh, and bread. I'm not sure what Kajimasu is, but I imagine it's fruit-based and I'd give it a try. Didn't even finish the pizza. Oh, she's having trouble eating. It's a stressful time. Might want to be able to easily find the pizza place numbers. This was the time before, you know, websites and apps for ordering food. Is it Raccoon City milk or the worst thing? Raccoon City milk or Raccoon City milk? Nick. And now the rest of the game is in third person. I think all of it's in third person, I can't quite remember. And there's no running in this apartment, it's in the lease.
Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
Alright, let me
Oh
know.
dear. Right, here we go. Turn the volume up again because I forgot I turned it down earlier. And there's our boy right at the beginning. Oof. That was a punt and a half. And he's just like, no. Oof. So it counts as a choke slam if you're not grabbing them by the neck. Because that was just like whole head plant.
What is that thing?
Run, run, run. Funk. I mean, you know, Jill Valentine's not exactly in the shape of her life, but she is handling the situation not bad at all. Just like immediately gets out, drops that bookcase. And yeah, spoilers, that guy was a bit too full. Speaking of fall, I will stall him for 0.5 seconds. Maybe. Now, is it just a grab or is it... Yeah, he's broken out the tentacle quite early on. Oh dear. Oh, Christ. Right, Jill, you don't have kidneys anymore, just FYI. Oh no, kidneys are at the back, aren't they? You've lost some organ at the front there. Also, if you were tossed by your, like that by your heads, I'm not saying you would break your neck. I would say you probably wouldn't have any more neck. Breaking the tentacles out early, like me at a fish restaurant. Nick, we've told you 100 times, don't eat at fish restaurants with your tentacles. Use a knife and fork like everyone else. It disturbs people. Hello, Pickledy Dog, welcome in. Actually, I never did my whole greeting everybody. So hello, Ellen Pinata. Hello, DD. Hello, Papaya Chemist. Hello, Supertalia DX. Hello, Neek. Hello, Pickledy Dog. Those ovaries are ovary. Way.
Jill? Over here!
Brad,
You okay?
what was that thing?
Hey, Brad, remember when you ran off with a helicopter that one time?
Hard on for the only 2 stars left in town. You and me. I'm not sticking around. Just look around you. The longer we wait, the more screwed we are.
How did this all happen so fast?
I don't know.
What?
One fucked up thing always leads to another.
Well, canonically, Jill, you appear to have just slept through the collapse of the entire city.
Hey! Hey, wait! Down here!
And now we can run.
I can't be dreaming. How could this many people be infected? Brad! Here they come!
Brad, I need to go to the hospital. All my ribs feel like they're stabbing into my lungs. And possibly my ovaries. Yes, and I'm alive and able to help you now because of it. You're welcome. And yeah, you give us literally 0 seconds notice, Brad. It'd be quite funny if I died just right at that point. To one of the lowly zombies.
Door behind you, go!
Oh, you screwed that one up, Brad. Could you use that knife, Jill?
Think about it. We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still
I don't remember.
Please.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
Also, interesting how they were able to truncate most of this stuff, because that bar scene, or the equivalent bar scene from the original, was at least a minute. I think that was over in 20 seconds. In his defense, he probably didn't think she missed all the barricades being put up. 'Cause there's a lot of these things. Interesting. I remember the first time I played this, having to shoot somebody out of the way. Not so much this time. It's just like, are you going to turn around and shoot this person? No. Those bullets don't grow on trees. Roof. Yeah. Okay.
Sir, are you alright?
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
Well, go up then.
This far, I can
The only safe place is in here!
Mm-hmm. Is it? Mate.
Sir, what's your name? I can't just leave you behind.
Dario Rosso. Yeah, right. You just want to steal my safe house.
Yeah, you got a toilet in there?
Missy?
Okay, now we're abandoning them. You know, disrespect Jill Valentine like that? No. Rooftop parking lots. Ah, yes. Forced slow section. Also known as a load-bearing wall. Or, you know, chance for a jump scare. Either or. Yep. Spoiler, Scott. For like, I don't know, 10 minutes time or something, but... Oh, damn it. Wasted that bullet, but... Oh well. "8-2 clearance. That'll keep the tall boys out, right?" Yeah. If there's one thing those zombies do, it's respect signs. So all I have to do is put up a no zombie sign and your property is safe. Now Brad is off to bite the best dang cop in the city, if you recall your RE lore correctly. Oh no, clearly the best cop in the city is Leon Suplex Kennedy. Except, at this point in the timeline, I don't think he's actually here yet. Oh, Nemesis has a rocket launcher, by the way. He was very respectful to duck past the doors. Rookie cops don't count.
Sorry.
I'd kind of like to see them do that in GTA. Just like, sorry, need to chuck you out the car violently.
Damn it.
There we go.
It's my turn, bitch.
Crunch. And now got him in the ovaries. I don't know, it's Nemesis. God knows what biology is going on there. Yes, we did just drive off the top of a parking garage, but we landed on Nemi, so clearly everything is oh, this might be bad. I think this is the second or third time Jill should have died by now. Still, you don't get out of the Arkley mansion alive if you're not some form of survivor. Oh, that coat's wrecked, mate. Good evening. Have you got a hem in the ovaries? Nearly had a rocket in the ovaries there. But apparently he can catch rockets with his fucking tentacles now. Didn't catch the second one for some reason. Yeah, we've got Carlos.
Easy, lady. I got you.
Who are you? What do you do?
Name's Carlos, and I'm saving you. Come on. Get you someplace safe.
Yeah, there is something I'm going to check when I have a moment. Because it could just be the change in headphones, but the audio is sounding strangely tinny to me. Okay, I can't get to the settings menu yet.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here, where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space, okay?
Yeah, it's safer than when you're aiming your goddamn gun, Carlos. Pointed at her twice. Sound output device. Try headphones, that would probably be better. Yeah, go with that.
Oh, come on. Who's the dipshit that closed this? Sorry, we're gonna have to
The
go
people
around.
chased by zombies, i.e. the everyone. Maybe he only has one rocket catching tentacle and it has a cooldown.
No zombie. It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service.
Oh, you could not have said a worse thing than that.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa. What are you talking about? You don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming?
Dude, you suddenly remembered how many innocent people Umbrella sent in to die. Those people aren't cheap. Did Umbrella recruit convicts into this little group? Or is that something I've made up in my head? Possibly mixed up with some other lore. Okay, nothing to pick up on those benches. Yes, Tentacle got tired.
Captain, this fine young lady could use our help.
Carlos, you didn't even think to ask fine young lady her name? She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue Service.
Also, they get these folks from all over, don't they?
Something Valentine.
It's Jill.
Yeah, burning like that, not healthy. You're right, BTR.
Jill.
Is it? You'll find there's a couple of cars running on nitroglycerine, Pickle Dog.
My team was sent here to rescue civilians.
And yeah, what are tentacles good for if not catching rockets? Why do you even have them otherwise?
How's that going for you?
Jill Hunt, this is less the left hand not knowing what the right hand is doing and more the left pinky not knowing what someone else's hand is up to. Convicts, war criminals, mercs, all expensive to arm and train. I suppose. Gotta spend money to give them properly sized umbrella hats. Well, that too.
Just keeping them alive is more than I can manage.
Well, you can thank your corporate overlords for that.
Also ignoring the fact that some of them, at least, were sent in just to see if they could deal with fighting the zombie threat themselves, just to evaluate how effective their bioweapon was.
But we need help. My men cannot do this alone.
Imagine if every action needed its own limb. This one's for rocket catching, this one's for cooking eggs, this one's for doing my taxes. That one doesn't get a lot of work out.
But I am on their side, not yours.
Oh, hey. It's cool. We all want the same thing.
Thank you, Jill.
Well, they're polite.
All right, super cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
Well, he's clearly into it.
We need to get you geared up. Head up the street level.
UBCS ammo crafting guide. On the battlefield, if you run out of ammo, your gun's about as useful as a wet fart. Want to stay alive out there? Then get these basic formulas into your skull. They're really not fucking about with this documentation, are they? Handgun ammo, 2 gunpowder. Shotgun shells, gunpowder and high-grade gunpowder. Mag ammo, 2 high-grade gunpowder. Once you're stocked up, let's get out there and join the party. Let's give those dead motherfuckers something to eat. Just make sure you don't become dessert. Yeah, I should have done that in my most 80s action hero voice that I could muster. Want to stay alive out there? Katana. Doesn't run out of ammo. Sledgehammer. Doesn't run out of ammo. Unless it's one of those games where your weapons degrade. Tabloid front page. The Cannibal Murders, a complete digest. In the grey of the morning on September 25th, a frantic caller telephoned the RPD to report an assault. A man described as dishevelled, like a vagrant. Excuse me. Was attacking a passerby north of the Lambs Museum of Art. The responding officers discovered the mutilated corpse of a woman by some dumpsters nearby. Dozens of bite marks covered her body, and she, excuse me again, had been dismembered, suggesting she had been eaten. The third known incident of this kind to occur in Raccoon City this month. A complete digest. I didn't even catch that. Oh, chainsword. Good call, BTR. So, who done it? Who's been munching on man steak? That feels like a euphemism, but I'm not entirely sure what for. Unfortunately, my mind goes straight to eating ass. We here at News Comet have a gnawing feeling that the so-called cannibal disease patients Spencer Memorial has been providing free treatment for since August might not just be settling for just the cafeteria food. I jumped ahead there. Penis! Hey, you got it. Our reporters have infiltrated Spencer Memorial, asked the tough questions, and come back with horror stories that will make your stomach roll. Turn the page for the scoop. Of brains. Because they're cannibals. Journo is having way too much fun with eating metaphors. Yep.
Working on it. So what's the plan?
The old tanks got me clearing the tracks. You mind getting the subway infrastructure back online?
And how do I do that?
Let's start by...
Solid question.
I'll navigate you to the substation once you hit the main road.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
1 sec, I'm going to do some gardening. Gunpowder. More gunpowder. What's the button for knife again. Is there a dedicated knife button? Is that this kind of game? Not really useful game. You know I'm going off of keyboard and mouse. So maybe I do actually have to switch to the NIF. Must have missed it in this menu. Yeah, looks like I have to... oh, I don't have a NIF. No, I do have a NIF. What the fuck am I talking about? Stabby. Yes, yes, combining items, yes. And then got a healthier herb. We need a lockpick for that, I think. Nope, no, not that one. There we go. Also, it's curious to me how the first game completely eschewed the use of Resident Evil 2 music. Except if you turned on the option to just say use the classic Resident Evil 2 music. But this one kind of sprinkles it in. What's the button for knife again? Thank you for the quote, BTR. Quote 107 works for many a game. Herb Field Manual. There's no place in the UBCS for pipsqueaks who crawl back to base every single time they get scratched up. You want somebody to kiss your boo-boo? Go someplace else. Here in the big leagues we mix our own meds, so get these recipes memorized. Kind of puts Billy in Resident Evil 0 refusing to use herbs or mix them in any way whatsoever into perspective. Green herb 2 for high potency, green herb or red herb, or free green herb. Maximum power, right, okay. Can't make these yourself. Grab them if you see them. That should do it. Now let's get this done and go grab a beer. Oh god, that's a poor choice of voice for me. It's not working. Decap Jedi was playing the Telltale Back to the Future game and it was in a back alley full of crates. Weird to not just be able to smash them open. Yeah, hydrate. Good call, DD. How about lost there, mate? Sure you know where you're going? Alright, catch you later. Of course, I might regret that when I'm coming back this way. Haha, it's 2 years. Anything to pick up? No. Actually, I'll be honest for a second. This is a dark game, and I've got bright lights in my face, and I kind of can't see shit, so it's going to make some adjustments. Camera probably won't look quite as good, but I'm willing to make that sacrifice in the name of being able to see, I believe is what it's called in the business. I think it's a bit better. Gardening and herbalism presented by toxic masculinity. Yup, but they are actually encouraging them to do it, which is a step forward? Question mark? Gunpowder, yes.
Carlos, I've reached the main avenue. Which way do I go?
See a big transmission tower?
So much blood. Someone's got to clean that up. First right cleanup data was an amusing take on somebody's got to clean this up, but a bit random as a game. Yeah, I like the idea, but the execution was affy fiddly.
Gotta put this out.
Yeah, we're not doing anything with that right now. Oh no, there's some lads. Oh no, the lads are escaping. See? Now buy our latest product, the tactical trowel. Right, You mean you're not gonna buy some Mantopia tactical wet wipes? Well, that did not go as planned. Just add more flamethrowers. Well, flamethrowers make everything better, obviously. Yes, I would rather not with the hugs, thank you. It's gonna pop up this way first. Stabby. Will you rest? There we go. Okay, I'm still at fine health. I hear something. Is it you? Alright, gun it is. Fuck. Should probably stop missing. That's a bad call on my part. Oh, there's a barrel I could have blown up, but I suppose I can save that for later. Speaking of later, that'll be a handy shortcut. Zombies don't know how to climb, right? So that's me nearly out of ammo, and that's on standard difficulty. I might not be good at this game. Oh! You know, Exhibit A. Oh! Piss! Minor point. Could not see where I was going. Oh my god. This is just embarrassing. Got myself turned around. That did not help. Right, so clearly I'm going to have to make some ammo. And learn how the dodge mechanic goes. Yes, we examine this and then we're able to see, his button. His gem. That's for later. And everything's absolutely fine again. Nothing is the matter. Don't know what you were all worried about. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let me just store that and that. And if you've completed scenario B of Resident Evil 2, this music might seem a bit familiar. Actually, maybe should have raided this place before I went in here and used my gunpowder and stored everything. Actually, I've only got one full clip to my name, so... Fucking... How did that happen? Oh. I was like, why didn't you open that particular door? It was locked. It was locked, you bell end. Well, I hope I get a lot of health items, because...
What have I done?
Getting bitten just seems to be in my blood. Along with several other pathogens. Because, you know, bitten. Quite a lot. More than necessary. I might not be incredibly good at this game, is the point I'm trying to make. Haha! Dodge that one, but... High grade gunpowder, which I have no use for at the moment. 937 is highlighted for some reason. Yes, I'll do that. Posture check and stretch. Thank you very much. And yes, mood's appropriate right now, Pickle Dog. Sweet David Cage. Pickle Dog, don't swear. Jill gonna need a lot of orange juice and chicken noodle soup. Couldn't remember what that redemption was. Well, now you know. I was absolutely stunned to find no easily findable GIF of that, because it just seemed like it had infinite versatility. Hiya, pal. Oof. Oh, for fuck. Chomp. Ang. Oh, no, no, no. Cheating. Cheating. You're supposed to get all the way up. Nope. You are getting fucking stabbed now. Oh, there's another one. Brilliant. That, kids, is what happens when you try and say great and brilliant at the same time. It comes out as fucking gibberish. You stay down. Just double checking that this is 937. 937, yes. And now we're at caution. Because I'm bad at this. I said I'm not incredibly good at the original either, but I've, you know, I did a little better than I'm doing here. Oh, why don't you just keep this flashlight on all the time, Jill? For me, you'd be doing me a huge favour. Is that my near deed? That's me near deed. Actually did. I'll read this in a sec. Oh, bollocks. No, I can't. I didn't think that through. Too busy focusing on bastard zombie trying to eat all my organs. And they're my organs. Yeah, sorry, you're getting heartbeats for a little moment. Yeah, I did not do this correctly. Hold on. Yeah. I had done it correctly, I thought you had to hit space every time. You do not. Okay, maybe this will make me less shit. There we go. Now, what's out here? Death? Might be death. Actually, I think it is this way I need to go. Add time? Why do I even have that? Did it work? I have no idea if it works. Because I've not hooked it up to anything, not on purpose. That'll do for now. Stab. Yes, all the stab. Like now, stab. But here, shooty. Very many shooty bang. Then stab. Stabby stabby. There's no durability to this knife, is there? Nope. Good. And Hawes. No. Can I do that one? Hand grenade, useful. Can't really pick it up at the moment. Gunpowder, not for now. Is there a thing here? I felt like there was a thing there. We can't do that because it's got a chain on it. Because, you know, later Resident Evil games really love to chain things up and have you cut through them with a bolt cutter. You pushed button, no ads played. Well, I should probably take that away then. Jill doesn't have any spare organs after all the explosions. It's true. First to try not to get ads when you keep wandering random place and not when Nemi shows up, because you missed the latter half of Nemi chasing me due to start of ad. Yeah, I would really love much better control of our adverts on this here platform, but that's not happening. Darn it, Jill, why you gotta be wearing women's pants with no pockets? Indeed, it was illegal back then. It was the style at the time. And the style of the now, it should not be the style. You should give people fucking pockets. Come on. Violence is getting worse and worse these past few days. Got a shotgun for when it hits a breaking point. Locking it up in the gun rack. That should keep it safe from any would-be looters while I go out and try and find more shells. If things go south, cut the chain and bust out that sucker. I pray we make it all out. We all make it out alive. Game needs mod with good pockets. In fairness, the male protagonists are similarly crippled in the pocket department. And indeed, the first game, Jill actually had more pocket space than Chris. I don't know if she had more pouches or if she had something hidden under a beret. I don't know, but it was true.
This must be the subway company's offices.
Yes. Ensuring safe subway operations. In the event of a power outage, the subway will automatically cease operations. Once power has been restored, please use the control panel to confirm the stations at which the train will stop, as well as which track segments will be used. If the route entered is unsafe, an error will occur and operations will not resume. Okay, I don't think there's anything in here other than a chunky boy CRT. Actually, it's not even that chunky. I think that's a TV. And yeah, it's got a monitor stand. Just looks a little thin for a monitor. It's not got much booty. Yeah. Hilarious part is when women used to wear giant poofy dresses. They had pockets for days. They did. And yeah, fashion took so many steps backwards. Guys, it doesn't look sexy to have things in women's pockets. Well, that's your fucking problem. You at least give them the choice. If you add the pockets there and you don't put anything in them, it's still gonna look pretty much the same. Ah dear. Corsets and skirts with bags of useful stuff under the skirts. Yeah, at least you got the, the boob propelling properties of corsets out of the deal. No. Am I going to meet bastards down here? Not quite. I'm ahead of them. Okay. Then we fire the hose. Gotta admit, not the best fire or water particle effect in the world. Not my favourite. Okay. Not in here. Bolted cutters. I can unlock so much with this. Such as, well, more health, because oh god I need it. Right. No, not that one. That one. And actually no, I'll take that with me. Oh.
Is someone in here?
No, not that. Yeah, lovely headshot. Thank you. I ain't wearing pants to be sexy. I'm doing it because it's illegal to go outside naked. Ergo, we should legalize nudity.
Don't look at me like that, alright? I'm not unaffected. No, wait, please!
Mate.
What the fuck?
Indeed.
He might have been infected.
Oh, stars, this soft. No wonder so many of you dead.
And what are you, UBCS? Killing your own people?
He would have turned. Where's your sense of self-preservation?
You're squaring up to Jill Valentine. You clearly have no sense of self-preservation.
Bleeding heart like you getting in the way.
Okay, I'll go and put those shotgun shells back. Training log. July 10th. £202, 12 laps of the yard, 2 circuits. Suck it, prison. The Umbrella Corporation just recruited me for a job. A job! Don't know how they're gonna wipe out a life sentence for murdering 20 gangbangers, but whatever, I'll take it. Beat shitting away the rest of my days behind bars. I gotta get back into shape. July 26th. £196, 20 kilometre run, 3 circuits. Target practice at 400 yards, 5 misses. Caught the chain yesterday and got moved to a UBCS training camp, where I fired my first bullet in 2 whole years. Missed a stationary target by 5 inches at 400 yards. I never fucking do that. It's like I forgot everything. Doesn't matter. I'll get sharp again. Watch me. August 15th. £190. 30 kilometer run, 3 circuits. Target practice at 600 yards. 2 misses. Okay, got my shot gripping down to 3 inches. Feeling good, feeling good. After lunch, they put me through the first mock battle. The Cap and the other guys are good people, and goddamn beasts of war at that. What the fuck is up with that lunatic Nikolai? He used me as a fucking human shield just to score some extra points. September 25th, £181, 30 kilometer run, 4 circuits. Target practice at 600 yards, no misses. Murphy's back, baby. You never see me miss another target. Tomorrow I go on my first mission, riot control in Raccoon City. I think Jimmy would have liked that. My brother was always the first to reach out and help people, right up to those street punks until those street punks took me away from him. Now it's my turn to do some good for a change, the way I know best. Bleeding out and dying. See, that looks like I could use it as a good lockpick, but I'm not allowed to pick it up. Okay, there's been chat going on. Yeah, where would you put your stuff if you were allowed to walk outside naked? Touché. Do you dress like Donald Duck if it's legal? Fire hoses have so much pressure it requires several people to avoid getting blasted backwards. Yep. You avoid dressing at all when possible. Thankfully you don't leave the house any more than required. As someone who's wearing pajama trousers right now, I'm on board with that. Try Guys once did a video about wearing ladies' pants and they forgot so many things because they had to carry them. Oh dear. Had too few tentacles. Do good, yes. Now I'm not saying those gangbangers, as he put it, didn't deserve what happened to them. Because I have literally no idea. Oh dear. September 28th. The Middle East, Eastern Europe, East Africa. I thought I knew what hell was. Figured I'd never crack, no matter what was thrown at me. But this job? This one was supposed to be easy. A quick wage. I'd earned it. It all happened at once. There were 30 guys in our squad, all armed with state-of-the-art assault rifles, and yet we were wiped out in less than 48 hours. I've been through enough shit to know it only ever gets worse. And if that was just the beginning... Maybe I'm a coward. I don't care. This is the only way I have left. So... Yeah, I didn't feel like reading that last line. Electrician's notice. Public use generators provided by Raccoon City Electricians Guild. Due to the ongoing power outages, the guild has decided to provisionally provide a number of electric generators throughout the city. Everyone is welcome to use them, but remember, these generators are running high voltage currents. If one were to be struck or impacted by gunfire, for example, that is in green text for no particular reason, anyone standing nearby could get electrocuted. You got that? If you see a generator spitting sparks, don't go near it. Don't do anything stupid. Safety first, as the saying goes. If we make it through this mess, I'll have plenty of busted generators for sale at bargain prices. Your neighbourhood electrician, Sam. Oh no, it's the bad puppies. Luckily, these take far fewer shots than they did in the classic games. Knew there was something here. Green herb. Anything else? Anything else? Goodies? Goodies? Look goblin? Look goblin? No. Oh, yep, more bastards. Goodies. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Aha! I actually dodged a zombie, who would have thought? Thank you for the quote again. Yeah, it was BTR. I only caught the colour, not the name, the first time I glanced. Hip pouch, yes! Pocket space! Pocket space. Okay. Facts from Substation Chief. To all employees, in response to the violent outbreaks across the city, we have implemented an intentional power outage. Once the situation has been brought under control, please activate the 4 breakers as soon as possible. Once that's done, turn on the main power switch in the control room to reactivate the power grid. So we're diving into that. I'll give you a better look at it. This. This. God knows what causes that growth, but yeah. Also, does let you look through the maze and see. Sorry, Uncle called randomly to check on you and if your Wi-Fi was behaving. Wi-Fi is doing much better at handling 4 streams up at once compared to when you had the router modem on the floor struggling to connect to Twitch. Interesting. Kind of points to either the router just being fucky or your device not having good Ethernet. Yeah. High voltage currents. Screams. Is that incorrect, Pickle Dog? I'm not an electronics guy, so I have limited knowledge in this department. Lick the mold. No lick the mold, BTR. That is a bad and a not good international power outage because all power is going through here. Yes. Didn't even blink at that. Voltage and current are distinct. Yes. Okay. Duly noted. I learned it. Okay. We are at the hour mark, so I'm going to do my traditional be not here for a couple of minutes. You might get an ad playing in the meantime. And the rest of the time will just be various clips what I have playing for your amusement. In the meantime, consider getting up, having a stretch, moving your legs around, get some water, get a snack, make sure you're on top of your meds, and I shall see you back in a few minutes. And don't forget, roll for puppy. Creates fire. I was hoping it'd be a sort of basket for Le Bomb, but apparently not. Actually, I'm just going to play that and see what happens. That. Brilliant. Fuck. Just wait for you to get a bit closer. No! Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! Oh, never before has my petard been so hoisted. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, it just, as long as you don't attach the other half to yourself. Yeah, click on that.
You're not the boss of me.
And drag it to the door cables. The door handle, sorry. Oh, Jesus. The door will be blown off immediately.
You say blown off, it looks more like it just... Fucking mood. I scratched the swelling on my arm and a piece of rotten flesh dropped off. What the hell's happening to me? May 19th. Fever gone but itchy. Today hungry and eat doggy food. May 21. Itchy Scott came. Ugly face so killed him. Tasty. 4. Itchy tasty. See, I technically fucked that one because the text in here made me say was to be your spoils. Yep. There we go. Now they can only vomit on me. Ah, you fucks. Ooh, 4 of them. In the ass. Now you fucker. That'll do. Ha. Fuck.
And it took fewer bullets to kill him now than it would have if he had transformed.
Find it from the top because that's the only way it makes sense to me. Yep. Yep. I failed in an interesting way with it. Yeah. Oh, Danny boy, the Titans are fall. You demand perfection, Iki. The kind you'd get on your own stream. Okay. How's that? Like that? Worse or better? Okay, a bit harsh, but the opportunity presented itself and I went for it. Chef's kiss.
Just try and
Figure he's
turn
crouching
the
by the
switch
windows,
off
yeah?
now, you bastard.
Yeah, sorry about the volume. But bespoke animation. A new camera angle. Haha, ya dick. Stitch that, ya cunt.
Man, you're cutting it.
I can just straight up eat enemies now. Okay. I don't think I can do that with every enemy. Nom. No. I'm sorry, I'm doing this wrong. Oh, fucking hell. Ah. Gear activated.
Go to the, yep. No, go to, yep. Go to that.
Get free transitions for no good reason.
Get zapped.
Look, I know a pentagram when I see one.
That wasn't a pentagram, it had too many lines on it.
It was a pentagram in spirit. Our implementation. Who is it gonna be?
Hey, take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime. What? Ada, wait!
As they all say, arg upon dying. They do. Stop. What the fuck is going on here? He was standing right there, I was standing right there. He wasn't moving a muscle. I was electrocuting thin air. What the fuck? Just gonna enjoy the save music for a little while. Take a little time to savor this. I think I called this a lemon tart last time round, but it's not. It's just a lemon bakewell. But it's vaguely lemony, a bit biscuity, and lots sugary. So take some time to savor this. Yes, hello, friend. What? Oh, took my toy. Oh no! It's exactly what he's like. Oh, I take it. No, take it back. Take it back. It's not really, but that just felt profound to say, so I said it. Regardless of consequences or common sense. Which is why we have Quote Boss in the first place, because we'll say something dumb out of context and chat reminds us about it forever. That's how it works. Now, the fun thing is, the words said in that clip were indeed added to my quote bot. And given that that clip was there and it wasn't renamed, I have a funny feeling that, one, somebody decided to go ahead and just do a clip to make sure they got the words right, and I've got a funny feeling that I know who it was that added that quote. Okay, let me catch up on chat. I had to get a new router modem because the old one just died on you. That's not good. Yeah, voltage and current are distinct. Uncle took you to the store to get new ones and set it up on the floor because the electrical cords were too short to get to the old spot, but the connection was to Twitch was bad there. So you eventually got an extension cord, put them back up top, and now it works fine. Yay! It does like that petard hoist clip as much as I do, given I was the one that clipped it, so I'm glad you agree. It's still not how doors work. Oh god, that could be a number of clips. Nick's favourite clip. Again, could be a number of them. There's one from Monster Boy that I quite like. There's one from Streets of Rage 4, which I still feel is a bit mean and I feel kind of bad about. Oh god, yeah, randomizer is a time. Although, I have noticed, having played a few runs offline, that it does tend to end up with a couple of repeats, because there's actually only so many models it can pick in the game of NPCs. Because, you know, the monsters and the NPCs are distinct. So when it's randomizing the NPCs, it's a limited pool to pick from. Actually, I wonder if I can name them all. Leon, Claire, Ada, Irons, Sherry, Ben, oh, Marvin, that's the one I was thinking of. Oh, and Kendo. It was the Streets of Rage 4 clip, yeah. Hi Nick clip is his favourite. Yes, obviously. Couldn't be anything else. Okay, I'm going to try and click back into the game again. And hopefully it will not freak out or break anything. No, it's looking alright. Yes, we're going into the power station and into that smelly boy.
Smells like... Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
I think it's quite clearly some form of decaying flesh. Green herbs, they work. It was starting to look like Chad was never going to come back from his rounds, so I poked my head in there and fuck me, next thing I know I've got some kind of maggot squirming down my throat. I was gagging and heaving, but those little bastards didn't seem to mind none. They just wouldn't come up. I was staggering around like a madman, and then I saw it. A green herb. My grandma once told me that green herbs are a natural bug deterrent, so I grabbed one, shoved it down my gob and swallowed, and what do you know? The little things didn't want to be in there anymore. I've never been so happy to throw up. Gonna head back out there and look for Chad. If anyone else sees this, remember, eat your greens. Maybe wash your everything. Oh, yeah, what's this? The key to the high voltage area has gone missing, and the earliest we'll be able to get a replacement is in the next week. In the interim, a lockpick will be provided to the senior employee on duty. We only have one lockpick and we can't afford to lose it, so please keep it in its carrying case at all times when you're not using it. And yes, Dee Dee, we do need fire, which we do not have at the moment, sadly. You think you recall what is in this place? I think you're right. And please, could you all check just once more that you did not accidentally take the key home? If you happen to find it, please bring it to Kate and admin. On the other hand, this gets us a lockpick, so kind of fine with this turn of events. Stabbington. How many bullets do I have? Just over a full clip. Well, this nice man isn't going to try and bite us. Actually, he isn't. Something entirely different happened. Oh, you're God indeed. There is maggots. Lockpick. Insert all your master of unlocking jokes here. Now, I don't think these creatures are actually spiders or spider based. But I'm happy to call them spider adjacent, so just a quick warning before we go in here. Very fancy box for lockpicks, it really is. Oh, and I forgot we do need to use at least one green herb in this section. Yep. They are bugs, they must burn. Will you settle for bullets, DD? That's the best I can provide right now, honestly. Yeah, it's going to complain until I do this. Oh, there is also going to be vomiting. I forgot to mention that point. Oh no, I can hear them, but I can't see them. Or where I am, or what I'm doing. Right. There you are, you little shit. Knew I heard you. I think I hear a pal as well. No, it seems to be okay right now. Oh, camera's too close. Oh. I do not remember the FOV for this game being quite so drastic. I'll have to deal with it for now because I don't have room. Maybe I'll remember to go back for that once this is all over, because I'm probably going to take another hit, knowing me. What to do? They do kind of look like scorpions, yeah. I knew I heard something. It was you, you little shit. Oh, piss. Snuck up on me. Did I get it? Must have got it. Right? That's how this works. They're polite like that. Aha, dickhead. Oh, fuck off. Oh, no, really fuck off. I can't run in this state, which is quite annoying. I can work with it. Ah, there you are. Here's something. Yep. Bleh. Now where's the last breaker again? Because I am running out of ammo. Ow. Oh shit, wait. I think I misjudged this. Do I just go down this way? No. Have I already done that one? No. Oh, fucking... %, your least favourite part of the game, just entirely made of fucking dope. Excuse me. I'm not in an ovipositor mood today, sir. DD demands fire. DD will get something which will hopefully satisfy that. It isn't fire, but I think it'll do the job. I don't think he'll be mad about it. And yeah, I think about it. Fucking bollocks. Thought it was really smart going back for that green hair, but just ended up having to use it. Hey, that got me out of the throwing up animation. It's not so bad. Anyway, I have one bullet left. Gonna have to make some more when I get back to civilization. By civilization, I mean an item box. Yeah, Weed Whacker would be good right now. And here come the fireworks. Hooray, we fried the lump of flesh which is now collapsing on top of... Oh, we didn't think this through. DD demands fire. Electrical fire will work. At least a Home Depot with a well-stocked gardening section. I mean, I think I'm actually at the age where were I to encounter such a place, I'd take a second look. Actually, no, that's going to bug me, so let's combine those stacks.
Carlos, it's Jill. I restored power to subway.
Nice going. Next up is the traffic control system. It should be in the subway.
Oh no, ads when the switch got flipped. No.
Way to go, partner. One step ahead.
Not your partner.
Not your partner, you're with Umbrella, you're evil. You return from Adland. Oh, I was just commiserating you for the bad timing. Yeah, Twitch is out to get DD today, and I don't approve of this. It seems a bit unfair. Right, nice leisurely stroll back to the subway control area. On the other hand... Okay, hurt a bit, but it's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Fuck off. And he will very politely not come in this door.
That thing is still alive. It's after me.
Actually, genuinely might not fit through there.
Come back to the station.
Not until I get traffic control online.
Oh, yes. Double check what's in here. I did activate the world's biggest bug zapper. And commented that, yes, it was very nice. We got to see the fleshy lump get torn away from the rest of the structure and fall down onto the surrounding... Oh, this isn't going to end well. Still going to hold out hope of making more shotgun shells. You know, once I go and get the shotgun. Okay. Oh, penis. Oh, no, no, that's not useful. That's not useful at all. That was. No, 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 I'm going to the place that's timeout. This is timeout. Can he come in here? Not allowed. The rock music is too much for you, Nemi. Indeed, if I didn't know better, I would say you were rooting for Nemi. Alright, let's just calm the music down for a second, because it just occurred to me, I think Nemi can, in fact, get into the diner. Yeah, I talk about how smartphones make suspend settings in movies impossible, but just imagine how broken games would be if you picked up, say, a lithium-powered angle grinder. Zombies eating cars, zombies eating Jill, zombies just eating in general. And now zombies only eat guitars. You're rooting for Nemi to rebel against Umbrella, does that count? I'll allow it. Yep, zombies equal Pac-Man. Okay. I have salve. Yeah, misdodged that dodge, but I didn't take a hit, so calling it a win. Hiya, pal! Oh, piss off! Illegal! Jesus Christ! Oh hey, the music stopped. Stabby stabby! Although, it seems more like I'm stabbing a solid object, like concrete. This feels like it's gone on for a while. I'm glad you added 2 exclamation marks into that BTR. I should not have got casual with that. I was asking for trouble. Yeah, because otherwise I would have just been saying piss off illegal, and that's not the sentiment I was meaning to convey. Run, Nikki, run. Stop this. It's fine. I saved recently. He's just a big teddy bear once you get to know him. And okay, yeah, he's doing some. I feel like I did not get the chance to heal there. Like I was hitting the tab key, and it was not out. He's the most evil of the residents, but aha, this isn't a residence. There's a different way we can do this. There we go.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, bloody hell. Right, okay. Jesus. Things happened.
I can hear footsteps.
Why is... Okay, that looks alright. Just typing to everyone. Give me a second. Ah, Jesus. Yeah. Okay, so clearly this game has a problem with switching in and out of the game's full screen and, you know, back to the desktop. You know, it could be due to using 3 gigs more memory than this thing is rated for. Sorry, 2 gigs more memory. But, you know, I choose to believe it's just the game being a problem. I have switched it over to Borderless Windowed. It should still run fast enough to do everything else okay. But no need to be sorry, Bree. This is my setup being fucky. It's already crashed once today. But allow me to do this properly. Bree, thank you ever so much for the raid. You actually, because of that, you missed something embarrassing, which was things not being kept up properly. And I accidentally did a shout out clip for somebody else entirely. The last person who's raided me, as a matter of fact. So we'll try that again. Hopefully we'll get a Bree clip this time. There we go.
Relies solely on melee weapons in battle. Use enhanced detection gear when fighting these units. Oh yep, someone wanted a closer look at these guys, so... Someone could just clip that for me.
And someone did. But yes, thank you ever so much for bringing folk over. How was the pathfindering? I was unfortunately otherwise engaged between setting up the stream, my parents bringing me over some food and just hanging out and chatting for a bit, and then the much needed pre-stream nap. So I did not get to catch much of your stream. I hope this is going out because I've not scrolled back down to chat, but my bitrate monitor is very unhappy, which is weird because it's reading 5,690. Okay, it's back to good now. That's strange. It was red and now it's green. Anyway, yes, catching up on the chat. So yes, technically your raid did break the stream, but it was fragile to begin with. So straw that broke the camel's back more than anything else. Yeah, I had this with Resident Evil 2, but thankfully it only happened the once. Bree's a murderer, it's official. Cat! Actually, I didn't say hello to you, Cat. Hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Even though you are clearly not a fan of Nemesis. You might find some fans of Nemesis in here. It could get a bit tense. Just looked it up, and Nemesis model is from Umbrella Europe, so they very much shipped it in. They can't get a helicopter from Europe to America, surely. Do they have that much fuel? I don't know. It's those levels in Rogue. The moment you see a viable target, you have to sneak attack. Oh, hey, Enfys, welcome in. Backhand in action. Sound tortured successfully. It's fancy seeing an Icky here. Yes, especially considering my webcam was not wanting to play ball. Oh god, you missed a whole bunch of technical issues at the beginning of this. I was getting echo because my webcam was also transmitting audio for reasons totally unbeknownst to me. Don't know why it was doing that. Eventually figured that out. Touch Portal needed re-authenticated, so none of the clips were coming up. So you didn't get stuff like this. Classic. A clip of Bree looking amazing. Indeed. Ironically, it wasn't what the person was after. Oh. Can your parents bring food to you as well? I'll ask them. But it's a bit of a trek over to Canada. It's going to be cold by the time it gets there. So, you know, well, we'll find out. Pathfinding is good. Got some new lipstick that works pretty well, and you're fighting trolls now. I assume the lipstick's out of game, but, you know, I'm just going to clarify. Oh, there was a thing that I was going to auto-mod into acceptance, but it didn't happen. Somebody beat me to it, I think. As you'd expect from a Twitch stream. Oh no, it's not. Did I get the real life part mixed up and you're fighting trolls IRL? Because that would suck. Or unless it's a joke, in which case it's a good joke. And I'm happier for it. Nemesis is the only one you're scared of in the entire franchise. What about... Yeah, what about the giant baby? Because you have played 8, I believe. They likely started sending him over to show off the silly American umbrella scientists who couldn't figure out how to control a powerful BOW and just happened to line up with everything going wrong, maybe. Giant baby is very uncomfortable. You know, good to have that confirmed, Catbat, thank you. Maybe they sent it on a ship and had the helicopter take off from it. Maybe. Pickle Dog, add permitted term, monster fuckers. Thank you, Pickle Dog, doing God's work. When you played it, you had a lot of monster fuckers in the chat, so you accepted the disagreement. Right. I was desperately looking forward to the context of monster fuckers, because I only just saw that there was a message that had been auto-modded. Yeah, it's blue lipstick for cosplaying your PC. Trolls in the game. Good! That is the better option. And I assume you folded them in half like an accordion. Yeah, can't blame Automod for that one. I suppose, yeah. This can't be the first time Monster Fuckers has been said in my chat, though. That just doesn't seem like a possibility. But, yes, in case there's anybody from Breeze Raid who doesn't know me, hi, I'm MickeyFoo/Gordon/hello. I generally play whatever the hell I want, usually found in the realms of retro. In this case, I did a playthrough of Resident Evils 1 to 4, and then I decided I'm going to do the remakes as well. So this is us doing the remake of 3, and then we'll get that out of the way in time for the Resident Evil 4 remake this year, which I believe is scheduled for March or April at the moment. Alright, Enfys, I'll allow it. I like how you got auto-modded, but it still got added to the quote bot. bullied by Automod. But again, it's monster fuckers. I don't think you can let that one pass without just a second pair of eyes. And of course it came up again because you put it in quotes, so it's a completely different phrase. You're fascinated that Automod didn't stop penis. I guess it's weird what they consider neutral terms, honestly. Oh, hit my microphone, sorry about that. Automod can be a silly at times. It is true, it is known. And so, yes, a lot of the technical issues this stream, including a second restart, because we already had one, very much had me like... Damn it, I clicked.
What have I done?
I pointed a little too quickly. Yeah. Had me a little like that, but we've pulled back a bit. Contest Automod if you like. Cabat, how could you say such filth in my own house? Remember a time in Kokosia's stream that it got really upset and sure that crab was a horrible word? We've had first restart, yes, but what about second restart? You've seen second restart! It happened when you came in! Well, I suppose maybe you didn't see anything, you just came in and thought I was offline for a second. Indigo Prophecy flashbacks make you profane. Fair. Absolutely fair. Also, did you put in a bunch of asterisks or did you try and put in a link? Because that's the two things that would cause that to happen. Anyway, we were monster hunting, weren't we? Monster stabbing specifically. Oh, bad idea. Bad idea. It's a bit more shuddery than it was. Also, what the hell have I just launched on my second screen? I accidentally hit an epic pop-up and just that was suddenly taking up my second screen. Hey, again, I came along with the raid and been lurking while playing Plate Up. Can't wait for a lever restarties. Those are asterisks because I cannot be as willfully foul as you might think. Well, that's on me, obviously. I underestimated you and I'm sorry for that. You were a monster running away from. I was stabbing it. It's extremely difficult to stab at distance. Hiya, pal. Face only a mother actually, no, I think even the mother would have trouble. Can I shoot that again? Yeah, I don't think I can. I'll try it anyway. Yay. Honestly, I'm curious to see if I have enough ammo to... Oh, pest did not dodge in time. Are you just tripping me up? Honestly, this is dangerously close to hitting girls that you like. Stabbing the bonce. Stabbing him in the head. I thought I would go for the second sweep. Oh, nope. Sweep, swipe. Attack. He was going to attempt the bonk once more. Oh boy, I've not got the hang of this dodge move at all. Am I near deed? I am near deed. Oh, that was an Angie stars. Implying that the rest of them were not Angie, but you know, they weren't as Angie as that. See, that just, to me it feels like he gets me in a stun lock and then I've got there's nothing I can do. From the long running series, Monster Runner Away From, yeah, ain't a proper stream if nothing goes wrong. Well, you've said it twice now on the internet, so clearly it's gospel. Yes, emphasis is correct. Cat is a precious bean. He can stab me from a distance. It's more tentacle sweep the leg type thing. I think Nemesis scares because of the being chased someone twice as big as you. Guardian of the Sands in Warrior Within stressed you out as well. Well, Warrior Within stresses out a lot of people. And yes, maybe like stars. Stars? Stars! It's like, snake? Snake? Snake! Cock tits shit farts. Cat. Oh. Well, I'm glad I was sitting down when I read that filth. Cake. Cake. Cake! Yes. Emphasis. I'm trying to pluralize emphasis and it's suddenly not working. Emphasis' view of you is completely shattered. Of perfect precious being. I am not having a stroke. I fucking died. Oh, stroke, right. What was I doing again? Where am I? Boomst. Okay, I'm going to try a slightly different tact. By using the wrong word. I meant tag. And I said the other thing. For I know there is a shotgun in this vicinity. Fuck you, zombies. There we go. There we are. Am I hurted? I'm definitely hurted. Let's sort that. But I can also pick up the shotted gun. Thank you very much. Chung. That's the noise it makes. Chun. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. And then I can lockpick this. Hopefully it's something I can use. You are saved from having to go grammar stickler on me. It's literally your profession. Or part of your profession. So I feel like I can't begrudge you on that one. It comes out. It cannot be stopped.
I'm in the control room. Now what?
Nice. Now you gotta plot out a route.
Okay, give me a sec.
Call the pendulance. I understand that reference. Is that the last of the lockpick things? Inventory is full. Nothing I really feel like I want to discard. Can't discard the knife. That's not gonna do it.
Alright, where are we headed?
The train is stopped at Redstone Street. We need to reach Fox Park Station. Can you program that in?
Hey, I'm Super Cop. Consider it done.
As FA first. Feels like it should be. And then that'll be... four, I get. See, like, this one should probably be 2 in that case, but it kind of looks like the scratched out writing there was telling us something different. And then... wait, why do I only get to set 3 of them?
Unable to establish route. Please try again.
Okay, yeah, I see what I... no, naturally I don't see what I screwed up there. Right, hold on. Right, so yeah, start first, then go on to Ra, then Sa, Pes, maybe that? Nope. So that should have worked, right? Oh, I'm dumb. I fixed it the wrong one. I changed the wrong number. Yay, there we go. Resident Evil is the OG Dead by Daylight. The thing is, you do get Resident Evil maps in Dead by Daylight now. And I will actually hydrate, Dee. Thank you for that. Hopefully nobody saw me spilling that on myself. But it kind of annoys me because they've taken the map somewhat from Resident Evil 2 remake. This is the Raccoon City Police Department I'm thinking of. But it's not the same layout as the game, so it completely screws my head. We're just like, oh, I know where I'm going. No, I don't. They changed it in this, in DBD. Many guns go short, but that gun is particularly good at going short. You think Mr. X would scare you based on the chasing metric, but he's pretty goofy with his hat and jacket. He feels like a Columbo bad guy of some kind. Plus, there is the, you know, the eternal question of whether or not he's going to deliver to you. Oh, speaking of stabbing at distance. Right, do I just have to crack this open? Is that gonna happen? And am I hurted? No, I'm not. Yeah, I knew you were coming. Piss off! There we go. Okay, there's also means there's stuff to open. Oh, no, no, none of this. This is not allowed. I declare illegal in my vicinity. Oh, for God's sake, I keep punching this fucking microphone. This is not necessary and I apologize for it. You know what, hell with it. Y'all get grenaded. Ah, dicks. What's in here? Stuff I can't pick up? Yes. Hello, pal. There we go. And quick stabby stabby. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're dead now. Really want those shotgun shells. But I cannot scrabs them because I have not many pockets. Also, where the hell did Nemesis go? I have a funny feeling I'm about to find out. I didn't plan that. I'd forgotten about this cutscene. Out of ammo already, Jesus Christ. Yes, I will take every opportunity I can to stab Nemesis right in his nut. Okay, got away with that one, but I should perhaps be more careful. Like, not running down a dead-end alley, for instance. But it will get me some... Are you fucking kidding me? Right, fuck it, I'm using a first aid spray. It's tactically unsound, but... Oh yeah, I have to reload these here, don't I? That is a change this game made. Can't just combine ammo with gun in the menu to save yourself some time. Oh. Explodey headshot. Truly we are blessed this day. So when's the fucker gonna show up? Now is that time. Haha, dickhead. Oh, hello. What is in you, supply case? This is why I was shooting Nemesis so much. Hang on, did it say moderator when it's clearly a silencer? Tighten spread makes critical shots easier. Are they confusing that with a compensator? Oh, fuck. I swear to God, I was holding the right mouse button down and it was refusing to acknowledge that fact. Just saying. Also, something's coming after me. I believe it's a zombie, but hopefully I'll get in here first. Yay! Fancy box. The original Charlie doll was based on the likeness of Toy Uncle's founder, Charlie McBurgan, and has become the mascot of the company. We are pleased to present this porcelain Charlie doll as a celebration of our 25th anniversary. Individually handcrafted with love and care by our staff, this limited edition item makes for a precious gift. We hope you'll find his place as a cherished member of your family. Caution, this product is extremely fragile. Do not take care to drop or strike it. And the god-awful Mega Man, because turns out Capcom does have a sense of humour sometimes. No, I cannot give up the chance to take this box. It's a fancy box, don't you know? It's me, your toy uncle. Fuck you, toy uncle. Toy Uncle Prospero. Oh, hello, pal. Fuck off. And also you fuck off. Oh, wait, what? Shit. I mean, not completely dead, but enough that first aid spray doesn't seem like the worst investment. How dare you? I was rude. I was rude. Absolutely rude. And you're nowhere near me. You were, but I managed to get out of the way just in time. Am I nearly dead? No, I'm actually doing quite well. See, I've got a problem. I've got 2 jewels and I don't think that's enough to do the thing. What is coming up? Ah, hell. It's been enough of a time that I should just get the hell in here. Maybe 2 jewels will be enough? Probably not. But I think that part of the game we can say should be over. Not necessarily that it is over, but it bloody well should be. And that gets us granate. Yeah, so it was 3 jewels and I've missed out the chance to get a 3rd one. I do not remember what that jewel is. Or what it gets me. Or where it is. Or who I am. Or what's going on. I'm very confused in general. Game, you gonna... There we go. Yeah, I'll hold on to this stuff for now. Quick save at the Dugnut shop. Poor Jill is a hickey now. Yep. Apparently his cursedness was a raider from Bisected Brioche and it's just showing up now? That seems confused. Yeah. Go away, BT, you already have internet. Indeed. I have perfectly fast internet. And it stays up sometimes. Don't know why I insist on trying to fight the murder tower. Well, obviously that message from a while ago, so... Upgrades. Upgrades is the answer. That might be the only time where it's worth doing, but... I did it. Good anime landing there. Yeah, I don't have the hang of that dodge mechanic, honestly. Perhaps this is why you never had any good weapons in this game. It does kind of make you earn this stuff a little bit. What's in here? I don't remember. Shotted gun shells. Yes. I will be happy to have those later on. It's still saying that the lockpick and bolt cutters are worth having. Which is interesting. The annoying thing is there is one more jewel you can place there, but I now can't get out to get it because that cutscene happened. Yeah, caution, this product is extremely fragile. Do not take care to drop or strike it. Yes, I know what I said. PTR. How dare you accurately report what's going on? Hiya Mick, welcome in. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up on the chat a little bit. How goes the battery in Nemesis? Not bad. I got a... what they're calling a moderator, which looks awfully like a silencer to me, but, you know, I am not an expert. Oopsie daisy, slept in a little. Hey Rizalka, welcome in. Ah, that's what you're saying hello to. That makes sense. Could do better than them if I was dead, which, you know, given I was playing vampire, I believe I was. Yeah, poor Jill has a hickey now. A tentacle hickey. The frantic clicking really sells it for you. So everyone's going for Jill's neck. Damn horny zombies. Look, they have their fetish. Don't kink shame them.
Nice job, Super Cop.
I accidentally went to vampire class.
Yeah, mostly. But we need 30 to 40 minutes to finish maintenance. Nikolai, how are we doing?
The town's crawling with those freaks. No chance of fighting our way out of the city. Why is she here?
She's helping get the trains running again.
That chance to start getting dead weight. She's unreliable. Can't pull the trigger when it counts.
Hey, take it easy.
Oh, you want me to pull the trigger now? Generally only save misheard quotes, so this one is special for me. Thank you.
Everyone's a little worked up.
And he's a massive arsehole. Everybody thinks so.
Oh, come on.
Probably even him. You thought suppressor was the correct term. Quite possibly, yeah. You know, bear in mind I've never fired a gun or even held a real gun in my life, so... Oh, don't you dare try and interrupt the best line in the game, Nemesis. Don't you fucking dare. Aha! I did it. I did the thing. Oh, shit. I'm just giving him a head start. Right. And what do I need to do to this? Just batter it? Okay. Batter it I shall. Well, he gets lost in the maze, apparently. Come on, go Batman on that vent. Yeah, I don't actually remember how this next sequence... Oh, not the sewers. Oh look, Mr. My Face Screams punch me! Oh, he is eminently punchable. Discarding key items that no longer have a use. Like this one. Apparently I can still use the lockpick. Interesting. I will slow him down for 2 seconds. Melbourne weather is fucked lately. 2 days ago it was boiling hot, 30 plus degrees. Today, 13... Excuse me. I mean, there's a phrase about gift horses. You know, where's Borders? He's to have the right terminology here. Very true. And some nice calming music. Right before I go in and fuck everything up, presumably. Okay, we'll store that, we'll take that, and we'll get more of the shotty gunny shelly. I'll take that green herb as well. Actually, change my mind. I'm going to take the first aid spray because my idea is I'll take damage and then I'll use up the first aid spray and get the full use out of it. And even more shotted gun shells. Oh well, now I know what I'm doing with the green herb. No, it needs to combine with something that's in my inventory apparently. Store that in case we find blue shells. Alright. Pretty well stocked. Don't mind having a wee save here. In fact, I don't mind having a wee break here because God knows how long I've actually been going because streams got started and restarted. Twitch says 2 hours, OBS says half an hour. So actually I'm on the money there. Wasn't there a thing in the toy shop? Oh, the one with the knockoff Mega Mans? Or rather the Western artwork Mega Mans. I did get that one. I think it was a third one I didn't get. Not gonna lie, you would have laughed so hard if you opened that box and the blue gem was in it. It would have been an absolute fuck, but no. Not today. Nikolai is a garbage man who deserves to drown in garbage juice, which he himself produces, being a garbage man. We break. It's accurate, Enfys. It is fully accurate. 4 seasons in 1 day indeed. God. Trying to have all the weather in almost no time. Well, that's the old phrase about Scotland, isn't it? If you don't like the weather, just wait half an hour, it'll change. Okay, we're going to go another break screen. I shall be with you again shortly. Roll for puppy! What the fuck am I doing? Okay, I can wait for a bit. Okay, so we are. I thought we were going back to that elevator, but maybe not. Fuck. Just wait for you to get a bit closer. No! Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! Oh. Oh, never before has my petard been so hoisted. Jesus Christ. I can just straight up eat enemies now. Okay. I don't think I can do that with every enemy. Nom. No. I'm sorry, I'm doing this wrong. Oh, fucking hell. Ah. How's the night shift? So much piss. I know those statements weren't related, but it feels like it. Well, what? I'm watching you. Yes, D&D. You want new dice too, but you're saving coin for overseas trip. That is fair. I'm starting to... Well hidden and such. BRB Gaby foods. Important. Right, stitch that. God, this just makes people fall over. I'm sort of in love. I have nowhere near enough bullets. Keep it up. Also, technically, that one bit of the time travel level where I managed to do it first time, rapidly switching whilst falling, absolute fluke. It's just like one of those Super Mario Maker levels where you win it by not doing anything. Or the other thing. It might be the other thing. Right, strategic jumping. This may take a few goes. Up. Oh, Danny boy, the Titans are fall. Welcome aboard. And happy birthday. Poop the balloon. Poop the balloon. Can I come about? Oh, fucking hell. Of all the jump scares to actually get me, it was a fucking balloon bursting. And I did it. I played myself. So glad they picked this angle for the animation. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Groovy.
Yep.
Let's...
Well, I mean, it just, as long as you don't attach the other half to yourself. Yeah, click on that.
You're not the boss of me.
And drag it to the door cables. The door handle, sorry. Oh, Jesus.
Nom 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 nom.
The door will be blown off immediately.
You say blown off, it looks more like it just... It was one of those. I don't remember which. Also, I hope that green thing isn't important because my eyes are drawn straight towards it. So if it's not important, why you're making it so... I did not expect that. At least we get a good item down here. Right into the Canyon of Chib. Now, from there you fork a left at the stabby of Stabby Stabby Stabby. It'd be entertaining if nothing else, you know. Okay, so I clearly did that wrong. Let's look around for another hint. Because, frankly, I don't... Huh.
Welcome.
And that's when Leon found that it was possible to lose a game of Get Down, Mr. President. Dark day indeed. There we go. And yes, there was Puppy. So yeah, apparently Newfoundland stole everything from Scotland. I mean, it is my personal theory that the Scottish and English, you know, went to colonize America and Canada and just, you know, brought over all the old rivalries with them. Didn't know they brought over so many traditions as well. Labrador's doing its own thing. Oh god, they did the petard hoist again. Like, I like the clip, but come on. I believe that one is just completely random. I could be wrong about that, and now I'm kind of curious. Let's see if I can bring it up quickly. HTML, stream paused. No, it's a JS file I need to open up into it. Ah, viewer. Viewer. Oh no, it's top clips. Alright, so whichever ones are viewed the most. Which I feel like is going to be a confirmation bias. You know, like the top ones get replayed in the BRB screen, if that counts towards the view count. Ergo, they'll become even more top than before. Oh no, I remember the context of So Much Piss. You jumped when the balloon popped too. You feel wronged. You're not the only one, Gabba, if that helps at all. I forget that you're comparatively new to the stream, so some of these things you will have not seen before. If it's any consolation, Nick jumped at that as well when he first saw the clip, which is weird because I specifically warned about it when I posted the clip. I think it was in his Discord. But no, it turns out it's just top clips, and therefore, yeah, the top ones get more topper. Seen this game coming out called Returnal. We've run out of correctly spelled games, so now we're just making shit up. I mean, we have for a while, surely. Seaways map. Perfect time, gonna forget all of this. Is my knee in shot? Not quite. It's hard to tell because, you know, I'm still wearing this thing on top, which is a delightful colour I like to call Grand's Carpet Green. So what you're saying is you should all find and watch the puppy clip over and over and over to raise it in priority. I mean, I thought it didn't need to be said out loud, but yes, correct, DD. Exactly that. That's the sound of a broken ladder that you can absolutely reach, Jill. Put some effort in, dear God. Words are just made up anyway. There's no such thing as correctly spelled. You know, I've got to the point where, like, if I can understand what's being said, I'm not going to kick up a fuss. We've been receiving reports of unauthorized personnel in the control areas of the facility. In response, we are replacing the aging mechanical locks and implementing new security protocols. Unlocking the new electronic locks requires a specially made battery pack. It should be specially made, I auto-corrected apparently. To be distributed to all employees. Please keep your personal battery pack on hand at all times when moving throughout the facility. What's wrong with a fucking keycard? You can't wire up power in the sewer? You're worried about wrecking the architecture? Honestly, you probably should have burned them about 3 times over already, but... Hello, sir! Nope, fuck off. You did yet? No? There you go. Don't want to use all the shotgun shells on it. Actually, what upgrade did I actually get to this? Suppresses muzzle rise and increases accuracy. So, not more power, sadly. I do tend to go for more DACA if I can. Okay, we are in caution. Yes, I remember now. Oh, do fuck off. Right down the gullet. There we go. Oh no, that was not it. That was not it at all. And I have no way out of this. I am dead as hell. Oh, how dare you, game. Is something incorrectly spelled if you know what the word is and understand it though? I mean, correctly spelled is just, you know, a scam perpetuated by Big Dictionary. So it can be incorrectly spelled because that's their term that they made up to sell you dictionaries, obviously. And a quick check, hilariously enough, Puppy is the most viewed clip at double the views of the second most viewed. I may also have used it for testing that BRB screen. You're a fucking keycard, yes. I came in like a wrecking crocodile. Also, the monster does remind me of something. I just can't quite place what it would be. And it's going to bug me forever. You done? Yeah, I don't actually know what this thing is meant to be. There's got to be some kind of... some variant on Fibge. Surely. Nah, I'm getting smart. I've actually just tried 2 shotgun rounds and then do the rest in bullets. It's a weird one. I don't believe it has an equivalent in the original game. Spelling and meaning are not the same thing, so yes, even if the meaning of the word is preserved, it's still incorrectly spelled. It's like a croc had a tadpole stage. Moves like a chicken but has the makeup of a frog. It's weird. Well, you know, if a frog's going out in the town, it'll want to tart itself up a bit. Oh, makeup made... it's genetic makeup, right. Is there items in here? No. But there may be items in this... no. Oh, there was items in the previous section. Bollocks. Oh well. Right, don't get smart with this. 2 shotgun rounds and then you do the rest in pistol rounds. Actually, I have a lot of shotgun rounds. I might upgrade that to 3 because this one I seem to keep failing at. And I'm not entirely sure why. Reload. Reload. Now his bullets. There we are. Sounds like language all over the place. Yeah. Why, hello. We're getting dangerously close to a flamethrower. It's not quite the same thing, but it does make flame. And that will be useful. No, don't go back down there. May not know for sure that I'm saying things right, but that guy certainly isn't. And I will judge him personally. As a human. What's in here? Explosive A. That's more gunpowder for making the things. Fortunately, I've come here with absolutely no inventory space whatsoever. That's weird. I can't just use this from here. A love letter? My little darlings. It's already been 3 months since we fled here together. I find myself thinking back to the day you hatched. Your little voices made me tremble with pride. Your adorable little bodies, brimming with incredible destructive power, and of course that voracious, insatiable appetite. You are no less than the pinnacle of the Hunter series, and yet they ordered me to destroy you. They said you were unfit for use as weapons because of a few minor vulnerabilities. So what if you're susceptible to heat? So what if your delicate mandibles are exposed when you feed? Haven't they ever heard of character flaws? It is those very flaws that make you oh so precious to me. But we'll show them yet. Down here we'll continue to walk this evolutionary path together. We'll prove to Umbrella that you, my beloved hunter gammas, are truly superior. Yes, delicate mandibles taste like chimkin. So I'm gonna have to go and find... screw it. I should not be using the first aid pack at this point. Especially considering that I didn't even open up enough inventory slots for me to pick the bastard thing up. But I did it. And no items here. Don't spawn any more hunter bastards. Ah, yes. I forgot. Rookie mistake. Forgot to check behind the waterfall. Gunpowder, shotted gun shells. It happened again. They got Kane this time. I saw it all. One of those things just swallowed him whole, head to toe. I tried to warn them when Bill went missing 2 weeks back. Cop said he probably skipped town, but I said no way. Not with his baby coming any day. But did they listen? No. This is bullshit. Fucking puke-breathing toad-faced motherfuckers. Every time I think I've lost them, another one pops out of the tunnels. And it's not like I can count on the fucking cops. I don't trust those pencil pushers their HQ either. Next time one of those freaks shows its face, I'm gonna hit it right in its big ugly mouth. Good luck with that, mate. Wait, was there items? I thought there was items. No, apparently I got all the items, which... Oh yeah, I did free up an inventory slot, didn't I? See, minor problem. I don't believe I can go back the way I came, because it was a big slope in a slippery sewer, so... Not much I can do there. Of course. Mandibles. Perfect. I may not know for sure I'm saying right. Yeah, I've read that one. But in Latin. Very colourful, the human. Yes, the most colourful of all. Horrible science, but at least he cared about his creations. I mean, this is the kind of people Umbrella hires. Just saying. Why did you not expect problems? Apparently I can still use the lockpick. Interesting. Ooh, grenade launcher. I like that. I like that a lot. Hunter gammas are apparently the cursed crocodiles. Horrible designs, but he cares about his creations. It is a redeeming quality. Yeah, I think that quote will get a lot of use. Thank you for purchasing the XXXXXX grenade launcher. So it's like double porn grenade launcher, I guess. Next Resident Evil game, you play as a manager for Umbrella Corps. It's just a management sim right up until the final part of it, where it suddenly turns into a third-person escape from the lab where there's an outbreak. We've made special adjustments to this piece to ensure compatibility with a variety of ammunition types. For optimal performance, be sure to choose the right ammo for the right situation. As we discussed at the time of purchase, this is a refurbished model and the chamber needs to be manually cycled between shots. It'll take an extra moment, but this is reflected in the price as agreed. Explosive A plus times 2, it's explosive. Explosive A plus explosive B, flame, explosive B times 2, acid rounds. Mine rounds, can't be readily crafted, not worth stocking up on. Won't help if we need to keep the gammas in line. Kendo, I feel like you could have raised the alarm a lot earlier, but I guess you were getting all of your business off these people. Gammas released from tank for the first time. Movement sluggish. David Christopher, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Gamma's released from tank for the first time. Movement sluggish. Combat potential low. April 18th. Experimented with additional hormones and drugs. One adjustment bore positive results. Love the accent. Thank you very much. I've had several. I say that only because I've moved back and forth between the coasts and the accent does change. I feel like mine's kind of general, but you know, like a middle version of the accent, but I suppose everybody probably thinks of their accent that way unless they've done a hell of a lot of travelling. And so they have something to compare it to. One adjustment bore positive results with a significant rise in combat potential. Specimen is now able to move quickly and swallow prey whole. Yes, there are several tables, Dee Dee, you are not wrong. Umbrella has officially shut down gamma research. We managed to smuggle some specimens with especially high potential from the lab before disposal. Dr. Logan Carlyle is more committed than ever to perfecting the gamma line. 2 weeks since relocating to the sewers, increased temperatures have led to a decrease in water quality, but specimens appear fine despite my concerns. Excuse me. Gammas quickly learned the layout of the sewers, and within 2 days were exploring the entire underground of Raccoon City. All specimens are familiar with and friendly towards us, but I have procured high-powered weaponry as a safeguard in the event that they become uncontrollable. And if I may ask, David, as I welcome you in, how you came across the stream? Because I'm always interested to know. We were lucky enough to secure this space by bribing the sewage department chief, but it's beginning to feel cramped due to the gamma's continued growth. We should begin to consider other possible arrangements. A water treatment worker found his way into the lab, but the gammas promptly eliminated him. This proves their viability for field use. I'll reach out to Umbrella's European branch tomorrow. Perhaps they'll see the light. Turns out they're busy. Got a little project of their own. And they sent it your bloody way. I'm going to use the grenade launcher right now. The shotted gun and the handed gun do a reasonable job for now. So, back to collect all those items that I missed the first time. Oh, there's a ladder that way. That's the way we came. I don't remember seeing a ladder. There it is. Okay. Maybe should have seen that one. And we got ourselves a horn grenade. Which leaves us just enough room for the battery pack. But I also can't shake this feeling that we're going to be attacked by bastards on the way back once we have the battery pack. That'll be fun. Very interesting that these BOWs weren't actually trainable to have non-targets they wouldn't murder. I don't know exactly how it was that the hunter gammas, they, you know, specifically said, yeah, they won't attack us, and yet don't see how that's possible. Okay, I did not leave enough inventory spaces, so maybe I'll deal with whatever bastards pop up and then come back a third time. It's not the most riveting gameplay I know, but it's what I'm gonna do. God fucking damn it. Missed those mandibles. Alright, where are we starting from? Is it where I saved? I imagine it's where I saved. And maybe as a... Oh no, it's where I picked up the battery pack. Okay, that's convenient. Oh, Mummy Gamma was more than hungry. She was hangry. And she's not going to be much in much of a better mood once I'm done filling her with shotgun. Oh, wasn't walking backwards. Did that to myself. Oh, you little shit. To the best of your knowledge, the hunter types are made from combining human and animal DNA, so there could be there is enough human in them to recognize Protector. Maybe so, and I guess handling and feeding might be enough to say, you know, like give them that feeling of, yes, this doesn't look like me, but it's feeding me or giving me chin scritches, so I will not eat. How was I not hitting the mandibles? Seriously. See? Not that hard. Doable from a distance. It has the smell of home. Oh, it's almost adorable if they weren't trying to swallow me whole. So many crimes against humanity. Well, yeah, welcome to the Umbrella Corporation. You want to give them chin scritches. I don't recommend it, Papaya. I cannot emphasize how little I recommend that course of action. In fact, I would say pretty much literally anything else you could possibly do would be a better course of action than that one. So I hope nothing else spawns, because otherwise I'm going to have to take one of these fuckers down with just a pistol, and I'm going to fuck that up, frankly. But I just need to go get items, and they're all in there, so that's good. I mean, like the scientist, you would have found it adorable if he wasn't trying to swallow you whole. Have I gone the right way? Yes, I have. Okay, that's a good quad to have. Thank you, BTR. Fine, head scritches then. Oh, well, in that case, Papaya. Or snoot boops. I mean, I was going to make a joke there that, you know, I would send flowers to the funeral for your arm, but, you know, the funeral would be a bit odd when there's no body to bury, because it was consumed whole by the hunter gamma. Got lots of snoot to boop. It is mostly snoot, now that I think about it. Trying to think what's a good cut-off point for this stream. Supposedly the game can be done in like 6.5 hours. So I'm not getting it done tonight. Oh, bollocks, I didn't think this through. Of course there's one more. Of course. Oh fuck, is that even enough bullets? I don't know. I'm giving it a go. I'm doing it. Maybe I just don't know what mandible means. Because I'm trying to shoot the center, and I don't think that's actually what you're meant to do. Bog roll. Just bury the coffin. No need to open it. Yeah, nobody needs to know. Only one way to find out. I have a hypothesis, Dee Dee. And I'm fairly confident in it. I figured this would be the quickest way to get back to, what do you call it, an item box. I'm not sure that's the case. And I thought this ladder would take me back up to where I was. So, fucked it on that front. Is that all then? Marathon, 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 marathon. No, 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 no. I'll be up to 2 in the goddamn morning. And I have work tomorrow. It's a school night. Hey, where'd all my handgun ammo go? Yeah, it is incredibly short by comparison to even Resident Evil 2 remake. Battery pack, where'd you go? There we go. Shotted gun, locked pick, survival niff. I do hope I'm getting one of the what do you call it, side packs soon. Yes, do not be used streaming till midnight then wondering why you've slept in. I felt like midnight was when you usually went to sleep, Rizalka, but apparently not. Or is it because you were streaming and therefore brain stimulated, didn't get to bed so quickly? Pack the battery. Nope, that's not it at all. Some nice satisfying clunky noises from that though. Gotta give them that. Oh, fuck off. Just unlock this. Get my battery back. Battery pack back. Oh. Yeah, I didn't think that one through. Oh, fuck me. You know what? Maybe I've just had it. Maybe I'm gonna go all shotgun in this motherfucker. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where the fuck you went. Oh, no. You were cheating. You're meant to go down after the first shotgun round. Well, not go down. You're meant to back off. Yep, very good at hiding. Remarkably so. Way more than I would have credited it. What's down here? Maybe I should check the door up here first. For it may have goodies. Rizalka, get pills. Haven't slept. Dee Dee, you should find ways to sleep. I presume you have been doing so rather than just blatantly disregarding the need for sleep, but oh no. You do try to go to sleep. Good. Sorry for the presumption, it's just kind of my first reaction. Wake up constantly at night. I have started waking up in the night, but constantly would be an overreaction to it. I don't know what's happening there. I wish I were not. I could have sworn I picked up that battery pack. Didn't say it was good sleep, just deep. That sounds like good sleep. You weren't on the pills before. They seem to make you sleep deeply. I see. Yeah, I was just double checking there weren't items left in the security room. That's an option I could add back into classic Resident Evil 2. I'd quite like the map to tell you which rooms still have items in them. Would be especially useful for rando runs. Are we done with the battery pack? Because I don't see a way of retrieving that afterwards. Don't think we're going to open up a shortcut to this next area.
Carlos, can you hear me now?
Jill. Oh, thank God. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm alive.
subway's ready to go. We'll leave as soon as you make it back.
Yeah, just had to go through the entire ass sewer. Hello, sir! Well, Dee Dee, you got your flamethrower. Ow. Oh, do fuck off. Yes, hello, I'm Stars. Emmy, I need you to visit the power plant. Yeah, it's absolutely fucked there. Turbo fucked. Right, so I need basically everything possible to carry with me at this juncture. And anything that's lying around here. I wonder if it's still the case that acid rounds do the most damage. Because in that case I would want to mix all my explosive B, but I don't have any extra explosive B. So I'll mix these up and get some flam rounds. Get some more flam rounds. And get something that already had flam rounds in it. And I forgot how this works again. Yes. Okay. And that leaves us 2 spaces. Explosive A and Explosive A will just give us, I believe, explosive rounds. Yeah, Nemi would be very confused if Dee Dee was in the game. To explain, you're still waking up exhausted but with an added sleep drunk feeling. Oh, that's not useful. Neither is sleeping through 9 or 10 alarms. Going on murdering spree and suddenly there's a girl hugging his arm shrieking, Nemi! Can I have your autograph? Okay, we'll take the health as well. And is there anything else? Well, oh, actually. Just because I feel safer having them. More rounds of the shotted gun. Yeah, I'll get more handgun ammo as well while we're at it. In fact, I could have even more, but I would like some handgun ammo on hand. Okay, we'll try that. Okay. And just nip up the stairs quickly, no big deal. Hi, pals. Goodbye, you. We can hear you, jeez. Friggin' drama queen. Right, he's going full carry on us, that's not a good sign. Oh, those all landed perfectly, that's nice. Yep, still burning, turns out. Then again, he's not incredibly short of fuel. That is not a small tank on his back. You know, think how much the average flamethrower operator has to carry, which is quite a lot. That generally doesn't get you very far. Luckily, Nemi can carry a lot more. And by luckily, I mean horrifyingly. Because just setting a whole ass half a building on fire. See, that fire effect looks a lot better. Put some more effort into that, didn't they? Oh! Oh, well that's not cool. You can soon sail on the hot air like birds. Or Link with his little parachute thing. I forget the actual name of it. Okay, let's catch up on chat before we jump into this obviously boss fight. It amuses you that Nemesis is apparently thwarted by a flimsy pull-down barrier that is also not locked. It confuses his pathfinding is all. In college, you once slept for an hour-long alarm just transferred into your dream. I suppose you might get used to the sound of the alarm if it's been going for a while. The same way you might, stop smelling a smell after a certain amount of time around it. Stopped being scared, started just running through the haunted house, unplugging things. The latest part is that the opening solid walls and floors didn't even slow him down. That's Nemi for you. Lucky for him, less so for Jill. Quite. Worryingly high up. Save room on a burning building? Well, where do you keep yours? The building things are made of aluminium, and I did not mean to click out of that. We've decided to delay the Barnaby office building demolition in response to ongoing public unrest. For safety reasons, all electrical equipment, including generators, have been moved to the roof for safekeeping. Entry to the premises is prohibited until the current unrest has subsided. All employees are to stay at home and await further instructions. Well, good luck. I think Nemi Bastard's coming for you anyway. You also read that as notice of demolition derby. That's one way to take down the building. I'd be on board with that. This is why you're constantly changing alarms so you don't get used to it. Ah, good call. Can I pick that up? Not yet. Aha, cover, you fuck. Oh, you're mobile? There's nothing in the manual about that. Is it going to turn out that all I needed to bring with me for this boss fight was a handgun? No, it won't, because it just ran out of ammo. Oh, time to be elsewhere. Oh, that's cheating. Very pretty, though. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Is he just gonna use that as a fucking club?
Still kicking?
Oh, damn it. I thought I would hit the generator there, but apparently not. Oh, no, that one's spent. Why did that explode into flames? I feel like that's not how this should work. Oh no, you're gonna charge. I don't like that. And you just didn't do anything about it. Just charge, 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 and now I stop. Oh no, no, not the knife. Jesus Christ, Jill. You're a badass and all, but there are limits. Please tell me I'm just meant to set this guy on fire. More flames for the flame boy. Ah, I cannot dodge and I actually got to use my health item for once. He might be done, but just in case. Time for CQC. Yeah. Jill, we only knife him when he's already down. Scene feels very Terminator 2 in this version. You mean use it for a reason other than I want to get this new item? Stabby stabby. Can we just count the stuff that isn't on fire at this point? It's much easier. Oh, I've got a lot of chat to catch up on after this. Right, I think she lost the liver this time. What do you reckon? She's running out of organs to lose in explosive battles. Okay. Pause, take a breath, read the chat. Yes. Try those alarm things that you wear and they vibrate. I did have a Pebble watch before that got bought by Fitbit and abandoned. I found it a lot easier to, or rather a lot harder to sleep through an alarm when, you know, it's vibrating on your wrist. It's the main one you trust for snoozing, since you can still have your eyes closed and go 5 more minutes. I assume that's how everybody shines in the morning. Only alarm you currently use is for your morning meds. Yeah. Smartwatch does do that, but you can't wear it with your nerve damage. Yeah. Alexa reminding you that you only have an hour left to eat if you don't want to set off your acid reflux. Ugh. Yeah. Yep. Hope the hospital is quick and soon happens soonly. Nemesis is made out of asbestos. I wouldn't put it past Umbrella Corporation. They're trying to save money after all. I lost the word clause there. Yeah. The liver will grow back if there's some of it left. And you know, even that's a little questionable. Boo, you're on phones next week. Boo! Boo, I say. Not Boo Arns.
It's Jill. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. You alright?
Yeah. Bastard's dead.
Good. Fuck him. What were you thinking? Turning yourself into bait. You could have been killed.
Don't start. I did what I had to.
I know. And thanks. The subway's ready to go. Hurry back.
Yeah, I know. I'm a hero. I'm Jill fucking Valentine. Get used to it. Now, I seem to recall there's bastards in this section. But I do not recall which type. Yeah, there's something here. Trunks of cars? No, not trunk. Is it down here? See, I know it's probably the right darkness setting, but I can't see shit. There we go. A big gunpowder. Can I get in the car park? It looks safe there. No? Okay. Right, that's the items. And I missed one in the previous section, but I'm willing to make that sacrifice. You suspect your manager's gonna do what he did this week. What do you mean you're on the phones and change the roster? See, I didn't even see those bastards. Begins glaring through the planet at Rizalka's manager. Not the worst you've ever had, by the sound of things. Explosive A. Semi-auto barrel shotgun. Hello. Damn it. Am I injured? No, I'll just have to... Oh, hold on. What happens if nothing? I cannot use that on that. And I can't drop it. I don't want to drop any of this. Alright, I'll just drop one shotgun shell. I think this is semi-auto barrel's going to make it take up 2 slots now. Yep. So what did that give me? Increased fire rate and destructive power. Worth it. Well, in that case I do this, which really should have thought of that in the first place and I didn't. And that is, frankly, a bit embarrassing. Let's get lots of shotgun rounds. Oh god fucking... Right, I'm just gonna make one big ass herb. See if I could have reloaded straight from the... Hello.
You're alright.
Yeah, alright to stretch. Sorry I got a little jumpy there. Didn't know quite what to expect.
No shit. Look, we're using the subway to get people out of town.
I ain't got no clue, darling.
Wow. That's good thinking.
When we get out, there's gonna be a lot to do. We can use
No glaring at our Lord and Saviour, Josh. Sit in your office roster to one day when the trains are fucked. Good.
Just bad timing is all.
Big ass herb. Is that a tree? More of a hedge.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna make other arrangements, okay?
You better. You're the best gunsmith around.
Oh no.
Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, that's your job, right?
Thank you.
Take care, Jill.
You know, weirdly suspicious, but
If you're heading to the station, take that service alley out in front of the shop, okay? The key's hanging on the wall.
yeah, if you played RE2 remake, you kind of know what's going on there. It's not the happiest story in the world. Any bastards? I see no bastards. And could you not jump over this fence? Not that tall, is it? Don't see any barbed wire. It's doable. Oh, you shit. Absolute shitteroo. Which is like Deliveroo, but not. I kind of wonder what the entomology... No, that's not the word. What the evolution of that particular zombie is. What causes it to, you know, grow a weird husk on its head? There we go. Much better. How many happy stories happen in the RE universe? Excellent point, Dee Dee. Let me know when they've made a maze out of healing items. Pickle Dog, don't give them ideas. Please. Okay, I can discard that. Oh, more note. Oh, the reader's column, great. Didn't we see Nemi plopping one on there? Oh, Nemi grabs her head and shoves in a baby tentacle. Oh, we did see that. That's what was going on. Oh, good, Nemi's about. That makes me happy. Setting Nemi on fire seems to be a happy story. That, you know, I've heard worse. Excellent points all. Shit on a stickaroo. Dear editor, I'm writing to you because I am troubled, deeply troubled. Anyone who's been a parent knows that the Crystal Promenade is the place to take your kids for a trip downtown on Saturdays, and there's no store more popular or harder on a parent's wallet than Toy Uncle. However, I've noticed that on windy days, the big statue above the entrance wobbles like the thing is only holding it up by a couple of screws. If that statue's head tumbles loose on a busy day, children will be badly hurt. I've complained to the manager 3 times now, but he just isn't willing to rectify the situation. Are we supposed to wait for a terrible accident to happen before taking action? No. If heads are going to roll, then let it be the managers. Take that death trap down. Timothy Wiles, 69. Nice. Get myself an inventory slot back. My 1 pistol round. Are there any items? No, they're not, and I think I know why. Hey, it's Bastard the Clock! Why are you still on fire? More importantly, who the fuck gave you that thing?
Rocket launcher? Really?
Thankfully, he can't aim for shit. Fuck out my road, you prick. Oh. And you. This is... I don't approve of this. You did not clear this with my manager. Oh, fuck. Alright. We're back here again. Lovely. Really? Bit busy.
Carlos, that monster's on my ass again.
Are you shitting me? I thought you killed it.
Me too.
Yeah, that's not how this game works, Jill. Sorry to say. Oh, shit. Kinda got me there. Fuck. Where am I even going? Backwards? Or cutscene land? Gratuitous slow-mo shot, sure. Just yeeted us over the car. Right, that's 2, maybe 3 toes. Just ground to dust. You swear you didn't send Nemi an early birthday gift. DD. Stop arming Nemi. We keep having to tell you this. I mean, that is the problem with the large intestine. You know, it's clues in the name. It's a big target.
Jill, you there? I think I know how to slow that fucker down. Head back towards the station.
And lead him right to you?
It's okay. Trust me.
If you want to be a target, right, fuck it, go ahead. Oh, and you remember that note we read? Do I want to stop in at the item box? No, I do not. It's on fire. About the wobbly head that's threatening to come down any second. Well, that'll do it. Oh, no, 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 don't turn back. Jesus fucking Christ. Right. So we're going the other way. Oh, fuck, we're not even going that way either. Right, no. We're just waiting until it fucks off past and catches even more fire. Not your moment. Fuck off. So back towards the station. I'm probably still gonna get munched by something, aren't I? Oh, hello, friend. Well, friend might be a mild exaggeration. Okay, it looks like you got hit by that shot, Jill. Which, we're not crossing off organs at that point, we're just crossing off you. Oof. No, my organs are into the single digits. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad shout. Damn it, while I was out there I could have got that third gem. Probably couldn't. Oh boy. No. Carlos. Don't you block a doorway when I've got a shotgun, okay? It's loaded, it's ready to go. There's more shots than you might expect.
I know we didn't get off to a great start. Thanks for this.
I would jokingly aim at him there, but the game actually doesn't like you. Stop blocking the doorway, you'll find out how brave I am.
What matters is that we can get everyone out of the city now.
Yeah. You'll be safe.
What about you?
I do like how she gets dirty, more and more dirty as the game progresses.
No, there'll be new orders. If it means I can help save the city, it's fine by me.
There's a tendency to keep character models the exact same throughout the entire thing, but no, she has to fight Nemesis like 3 separate times. This gets taxing.
Good work.
Yeah, thanks for the quote, BTR.
Get inside. The subway's about to leave. Carlos, Tyrell, you have your orders. You need to go back out into the city and find Nathaniel Bard.
This isn't the last ride out of town, right?
Thank you for random bark in Deep Rock Galactic. Next time we go somewhere nice. Yeah.
Alright, you go on ahead. I'm not gonna die on you, leave you in a cold, cruel, Carlosless world.
Okay. You need to find this scientist.
You know, I quite like the change of, you know, Carlos still being cocky and vaguely flirtatious, but having the counterpoint of nobody falling for it. Yeah, you think Umbrella just dropped a bunch of different weapons for it all over the city for testing purposes. For all we know, that's not... Well, actually, no, we do know that's not the only biohazard or bioweapon dropped into the city. Because Mr. X is a completely different type of tyrant.
You don't really think Vincent Busher-like Barton is still alive,
Yeah. Josh, who now thinks... You know, now that he's finished both new Pokemon games twice, he's playing the Dark Pictures anthology. That's a switch up. Oh yeah, we've definitely lost a kidney by this point, Pickle Dog. Thanks, Taz. Wrong PC. Result of that is going to get you into trouble one day. Yeah, funny. Funny the soldiers just, you know, got wiped out by all those bioweapons. And then he just laughs. Like he thinks he's going to get away with doing that. If it wasn't for the Nemesis interrupting, he would have had some explaining. He would have had some explaining to do.
Nikolai, what are you doing?
It's not after.
Oh, little shit. Yeah, there is no saving the city. While nobody's looking, we just get the fuck out of here. Or punch the man in the punchable face. Okay, I kind of regret talking over that line. But yeah, punch the punchable face man right in his punchable face. Mr. X and Nemesis are the same type, but Nemesis has the tentacle thing added. Right, the same type of tyrant and everything, just with an extra addition.
It's been a while. Subway's got to be clear of the city by now.
How long with your hot date?
Nah, she's not like that. Hell, she's not like anybody.
She's not like anybody. She's so special. So special to me. My name is Carlos. That apparently makes them smarter. Well, this one does much better in a fight than Mr. X, I will say that. Because he just goes punchy punchy. Hence better weapons. Yeah, maybe Mr. X would just shoot himself in the foot if you gave him an actual handgun. So God knows what would happen if he gave him a rocket launcher. He'd send himself into fucking orbit. Thinking the only solution to this city's problems is a concrete sarcophagus. They have another solution to it, which feels pretty, excuse the pun, concrete. Ah, blah blah, here's all the secrets of our business. This would be danger if anyone not in our business sees this. Please for not to spread. You say we take off, nuke the site from orbit. It is the only way to be sure. Basically, the problem with the Mr. X model was the brain loss, though the previous problem was that we're smart enough to rebel, and the tentacle makes them smarter and more controllable. So it is the correct level of smart. Yeah, we get to reuse the police station set. But, you know, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis did blatantly as well. That's a strange part about this as well, actually, is original was Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and this is just Resident Evil 3. Brad, I've never liked you! And there he goes. I don't know if it's controversial, that change, but I kind of like it.
Shit, it's locked. You stay on the door. I got this fucker. Go get some.
But of course, Brad is stronger for completely unexplained reasons. Step, 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 step. Ah.
Where'd that cop go?
In all its glory.
Our intel's still worth a damn, then Bard's in the STARS office. Let's find him and take him into custody.
Custody? I thought this was a rescue.
The forced custody. Gentle custody, even shit.
Bard had access to Umbrella's darkest secrets. He knows we'll try to keep him under our thumbs.
So this search and rescue mission is really more like find and detain. Right.
Okay, we get the point, Carlos. You care about the details, this other guy does not.
Find out what's been going on here at the station.
Call you if I find anything. Hey, be careful.
No, you. Okay, so that's us at 3 hours. I think I'm going to call it there. That's some good progress. We've got to Carlos's bit of the story. And I totally remember everything that happens next.
John, don't die.
Like that, for example. It feels like a good way to go. The not dying route. Highly recommend. So we'll pick this back up again next week. And, okay, I'll hydrate. Yeah, love that one. Yes, we'll pick this up again next week. I don't know if we'll get through the entire thing. Like, I might try starting a little earlier to see if we can just get through it in a oneer. Because How Long to Beat does say 6.5 hours for this. I don't remember how long I took with it. Although apparently one attempt took 17 saves at least. Yes. Thank you all for being here, and thank you in particular to Bisected Brioche for the raid. Much love. Always a good gang that you bring with, and like seriously, if you're not following Bree already, I can highly recommend. One more shout out just because I can, and you can't stop me. Mahaha.
Takes 5 minutes when they're not trying to eat you.
It's like in the Metroid Prime today, isn't it? I don't remember which Prime it is.
Cannon fires small spherical objects at high speeds. You're
That's-
right, Kara. They are pretty great.
That's the definition of a cannon game.
Scan interface panel to bring the cannon online, then enter the hologram to fire.
Okay, most of them don't need a hologram to fire, in fairness. Oh, good sesh. Thank you, Mick. Thanks for stream. Sorry for being... Never be sorry for being late. Clearly the sleep was needed, Rosalka. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Papaya. This week got a public holiday, so I will have all your attention. Right, okay, so... And the shout out, of course. And yes, let's see the bad badge. I will see if there is someone we can raid. Oh, easy choice. It's Kit, actually. Kit's great. She's also Scottish, very chatty. So this is gonna get talky and wordy and such very quickly. But not to worry, Kit's lovely. It's a great place to be. So you're gonna enjoy this, believe me. I can't remember if Raid Now actually sets off the raid or if I have a countdown from that point. So in that case, I'll say thank you very much everyone for watching. Take care of yourselves. I will see you next week. Be excellent to each other.
From being as brutal as Love maybe ever wanted to be.